Welcome, Libra. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Leo reading occurring on the first day of February. This is a number of global energy changes that we maybe have been feeling for some time since last year, as Neptune is moving into Aries, 0 degrees Aries, as we speak. And is giving us the opportunity to step into our dreams, into our potential, not just our potential for desires that promote and grow our own experience, but those that unite the world, that connect us to others, that uphold our dream for world peace. This is also a time when Saturn is going to be moving into 0 degrees Aries in a couple of weeks, where we then are able to utilize the tools to build concretely towards those dreams. What is striking me at this moment is Uranus moving direct on a couple of days after the full moon on the 1st of February. So Uranus in Taurus is the planet of revolution in the space of our physical body, our comfort, our security, our safety. And we have been encouraged over quite a while, as Uranus has been there for quite a while already, to make changes that are gentle, respectful, joyful, bring humor, lightness, a sense of beauty, harmony to necessary changes that can feel harsh. So this is a a powerful moment for all of us, as Taurus shares the rulership of Venus with you. So this idea of embodied enlightenment is really key to what we are all experiencing. In the overall energy for this reading is the Star card. The beautiful Star card is talking about our greater aspirations for humankind, the collective, however you perceive that. That can be your family, it can be your community, it can be your region, it can be the galaxy. But this idea that there is a greater opportunity for unity, abundance, cooperation in the larger stage. And this is a way in which you are uniquely guided at this moment to grasp that. And many of you have been feeling this shift for a while. So this energy is dominating your the time. I'm going to read the Egyptian sacred animal card that I pulled for you, which is the frog. I don't know that I've pulled the frog before. It is number 17, which you may observe is the same number as the star card. Star card is number 17. It is a number that resonates with faith, belief. The key words are abundance and evolution. Associated with the goddess Hecate, the frog is a symbol of fertility and rebirth. The frog represents the life cycle and regeneration thanks to its metamorphosis from tadpole to adult. It lives along the Nile, crucial for agriculture, making it a sign of abundance and new life. Positive changes may come into your life, or new opportunities or projects that promote personal growth and evolution. It's a favorable time to explore and implement new ideas. You're protected from negative influences, so proceed with confidence in your actions. Synchronicities may come your way. Pay attention to the details and situations that arise around you. I love this connection to water. The frog, water supports all life, and this feels as though it is a rich emotional time where your feelings are validating your experiences. And this is part of the energy I'm feeling from the stars. And from the soul's journey, pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And here that idea that we are all connected, we are unified, we are part of one love, one destiny. To quote Bob Marley, I'm going to look at the 10th house, wow, for your place in the world, where you see yourself, where you belong, how others see and respond to you. With the Ace of Cups, you feel as though whatever you're working on, whatever you're contributing, whatever the effort is that dominates your world, you are seen as a force for love, as a power for healing, as a power for validation of your experience and the range of emotions that they facilitate, that they generate. So that this idea that you are embodying your experiences means that your feelings, your emotions, and the range of emotions you experience, rage, anger, anxiety, worry, all are valid in instructing you as to the right path, the right action as you move forward, that you honor your own body wisdom that you have invested in with a lifetime of experiences and work, unconscious work to confront those things that are reactive, that are triggers, and really deeply understood why they exist. Not that you can throw those away and just pick out the happy emotions that you would prefer, but rather learn from all of those experiences that gendered the sadness, the pain, and the suffering. But you've learned from those. In the first house, the Seven of Swords is definitely showing up as a lot of resistance. The Seven of Swords is kind of as you become more and more clear about your path, your decision, and who you are. It's almost, I don't believe in tests. I think that's a false construct. I think that the more liberated you experience yourself and express yourself as somewhat indifferent to what others say, how others perceive your actions, the history of the way that you have been wounded and damaged by the way others perceived you as particularly a threat or shining too brightly or potentially moving in a direction that evokes fear or a disbelief or a lack of understanding is something that may be coming to the surface more and more clearly now that you're more and more aware of how that has been a force that has negatively limited you, that has controlled you, because you care about the people who haven't always been kind or encouraging or excited about the things that you're moving towards, your passions, your ideas, your growth. They have mattered more. They have caused you to doubt more. But you're at a place where you understand you can love someone and release them from having the power to control you, to block you, to stop you. Your own sense of experience and wisdom has moved past their limitations and no longer constrict you in that way. In the fourth house, the house of your foundation, your family, your domestic environment, the Servant of Swords here shows me that you are learning something at a deep level. You're looking to understand a foundation, literally. And for some of you, this is literally about building something from the ground up. This can be an organization, a literal physical building. This can be a project, a team, an idea that you are not only looking to build and establish, but aware that you must learn. There's a lot to learn. You may not have all the tools. You may need to invite assistance, but even in inviting assistance, other experts who understand how a building is built, how it's designed, how it's mapped, and I'm using a literal building as the metaphor, you still have to understand what the purpose of what it is you're building, and be able to work with other experts in a way that holds you open to what they teach you, but also allows you to insist upon your leadership, your vision. So I see this as the kind of balance that ideally is very easy for you to sustain, Libra. You are dispassionate enough. You're able to put your feelings aside in order to recognize that a logical, rational approach is going to serve you in the long term, as long as you stay open to the expertise that you're investing in. In the seventh house of significant relationships, we have the Temperance card. And here we have not only the idea of fluidity, flow, but of healing, internalizing the enlightenment that you are gaining throughout your experiences, allowing those to shift and change, balance out the way that you make an effort, express yourself, the way that you heal from difficult experiences, and the way that you move clearly and assertively in the world with confidence, knowing that all factors must be taken into account. If this was you, you would have done it a long time ago, but unfortunately, we must work with people. You know this. You have been honing and shaping your relationship with yourself in a very healthy uh, way that attends to your whole well-being. And that is translating into relationships. Precisely the expertise you're seeking, the partners you have, a way in which you are able to constantly renew and explicitly speak to the goals of your relationship, understanding that you can be flexible as circumstances change, but your vision doesn't. I hope this reading is resonating for you, Libra. If it is, please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I love hearing when this reading or if this reading resonates for you, or any feedback, especially appreciations that so many of you share with me, and I deeply appreciate it. For the first house, the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups. The servant of swords, indeed. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Two of Wands. And the Temperance card is clarified by the Eight of Cups. And the Page of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Cups. So I'm going to start with the first house here. And this Seven of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups. And this is interesting to me because you are releasing the sometimes well, sometimes not so well intended feedback you receive from others. You're taking in, you're selecting what you believe you need to hear, but you are aware that the problems others have with you or your plans are their problems. At the same time, you're aware that you have carefully constructed an environment for yourself as part of your healing, in which you choose those things that support you, that recognize you, that see your gift, that see your passion and your desire to improve, to open up, to expand in a healthy way. And so opportunities that you once considered the golden ticket, you're now evaluating on a case-by-case basis. And I do think this has to do with the way that you're bringing in expertise to create, build, or expand on a project that you've begun. You know you need other uh, information, knowledge, and wisdom, and you're evaluating that very carefully, because more than the particularities of the help that you're looking for is if that vision resonates with you, if their passion, if they're aligned with what you see as possible. They don't have to know exactly, because you don't know exactly. You don't need to know exactly. It's more about the process of keeping the right people around you, those that can see and encourage what it is you're doing, support that, rather than those that are critical of that vision. In the fourth house, the servant of swords, or the page of swords, is clarified by the two of wands. Yes, you know who you are, you know your gift, you know your expertise, and it is a highly creative one. You are a creator, you know this, and yet you are reaching out to a way that you can express this, in this case, in what feels like a very material form. You're still dealing with the relationships that are necessary to be built, the other authorities that you need to have validate your project, to the various ways that you are finding collaborators, networking with communities, the research that is necessary to find models that you want to emulate, or really more appropriately, partners that will suit you. And this is a big undertaking in terms of gathering the knowledge, the data, the information that is needed to formulate the plan. And this plan is not simply about the building, but it is what the building is intended for. So allow me to use building as a metaphor. For you, it may be something quite different, but it is the building's purpose, and thus the audience, the clients, the students, whoever it is that this building is going to serve, that you must attend to in your plans. In the seventh house, the Temperance card is clarified by the Eight of Cups, and you're the second person to receive this today. This is feels like you are abandoning, well, no, that's not the right word. You are separating yourself from long-term relationships, many of which have served you well. You're not abandoning them. You're moving on. You recognize that in order to achieve what you have set out to achieve, you must find a new community to learn from. You are moving towards a goal, a success, an achievement that is really a capstone to your life's efforts. This is the most significant thing, in your view, you would have done. This is a result of all of your internal and external healing in the world, the way that you balance out and move through challenges with grace. You are moving away from what is familiar to you, so that you can, in fact, move out among new expertise, new collaborators, in the search, in the seeking new audiences, new services, new ways to expand your community, your reach, and your service. And finally, in the 10th house, the Ace of Cups is crowned with the 10 of Cups. This is absolutely beautiful and gives a glimpse of the enormity of the community, the effort that you are building towards. This is nothing short of a happy, healthy community that shares uh, all of its resources collectively. And by doing that, amplifies whatever it is you have. So it isn't just the things that you share, it is the process whereby you share them that amplifies them immensely, multiplies them. And this is precisely your goal. And you understand that creating this project, this effort, this whatever this community is, that you are, in fact, not only changing the world, but you're opening up the world to more examples of an abundant collective, an abundant planet where there is enough for all and where all are served as they are equally included in the opportunity to be a part of something, to be given meaning through this participation in community. I'm going to finish off this reading with a rest card because it seems to me that we are in a period of such rapid change and in some ways a lot of chaos and disorder, disruption, that the work we do is absolutely about intervention. And we can't sustain this level of change without a lot of self-care, healing. And I'm reading thus from the NAP deck, I believe it's called. I'm asking for divine grace and rest to cover me. I will anoint myself with rest. Sit, stand, or lie down in a comfortable position. Place your hands over your heart and breathe slowly. In a culture focused on hyperproductivity, it can feel uncomfortable to be still and do nothing, just letting silence wash over you. Cultivate a space for silence right now. It can be a few seconds. It can be a minute, a lifetime. Trust your body. With your hands over your heart, repeat. Grind culture cannot have me. I will resist. I will rest. Keep slowly repeating this to yourself. Slow down each word until it covers you. This is rest. So many blessings to you, Libra. If you enjoyed this video, again, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Until next time, namaste.